Stephen Beale's secret is set to be exposed in EastEnders. Ian Beale's adopted son returned to Walford after years in New Zealand with his biological family. But when he arrived back in the square with his brother Peter's girlfriend Lauren and their baby, questions were raised. Now his stepmother Jane, who isn't his biggest fan since he shot her, is set to discover his secret, and it will cause ructions across the Beale family. Not that Stephen was previously very popular with them. When he returned, Ian near enough demanded that he leave immediately and with not bad reason. Stephen, who made his mark on Albert Square with his various unhinged behaviors, is once again played by actor Aaron Sidwell, who was last in the square in 2008. Stephen has a long history on the square. After a series of attempted murders, Stephen kidnapped his adopted dad Ian in a sick attempt at revenge for his childhood traumas. While Ian was missing, Stephen got to know his siblings Lucy and Peter, tried to kiss his stepmother Jane, before eventually accidentally shooting her. The shooting, which was genuinely an accident, left Jane unable to have children of her own and, according to some, led her to her actions with Bobby, so desperate was she to have a child. Then Stephen realized he was gay after a failed attempt to sleep with Stacy Slater, and attempted to seduce his uncle Christian, and then, when rejected, he tried to convince everyone that Christian hit on him. But luckily Jane saw through this and realized what had really happened and saw Stephen for what he was becoming, a classic soap villain. Ian accepted Stephen's sexuality and didn't reject him like his biological father did. But that wasn't enough for him and soon he took a darker turn. After that little incident, he then tried to convince his sister Lucy to run away to Europe with him to split the family up, but Pat Butcher discovered his plan. Unfortunately she was run over and then Stephen tried to smother her in her hotel bed, but she survives and tells Ian everything. Having tracked down Lucy and Stephen to the train station ready to leave, Ian convinces Lucy to stay and tells Stephen that if he ever returns he would kill him. Viewers know now that with Peter Beale falling apart with the weight of Bobby Beale's murderous secret, Stephen soon moved on in his girlfriend Lauren Branning. But despite their passionate affair being rumbled, it didn't stop Stephen flirting with newly single Johnny Carter and the Vic. Now with Jane discovering his secret, what does his future involve in Walford, and could it mean a return for Peter Beale with the reason for his disappearance exposed? EastEnders airs weeknights on BBC One.